Hello, everybody. Una welcome to the Offside Show. My name is Joanna. You can find me on every social media platform as Moidibo. Today, na the show, we get one very interesting topic where they say the topic they affect plenty families, community, and most importantly, majority in the community and plenty say also offend we self. The topic now about drug addiction. Somebody go say this now a well known or most commonly talk about topic. Yes, so for so many years people don't they talk about them. So we say one for add with voice now the topic we na drugs addiction. But we know they already focus on addiction itself. We dey ask one important question. How stigma and discrimination they affect people who they try to recover from drug addiction. We want to know if the society they help or if they make the things very harder for people who they try to recover. So with me here, I get somebody when I well experienced person within the public health sector for quite some years and they want for bring in knowledge so that we go tap on and whenever we talk about drugs addictions relating to stigma in with society. And we dey go into the show by having the opportunity for make the person introduce himself and take we through. Yes, sir. Tell you your name and who that's now you.
Thank you so much, Joanna, for getting me today. I know say it don't take a very long time.
I dey
We
tell
going to
you.
discuss
I dey
for
tell you.
count the show. Fambu, me na Mohammed Kaimasa Konneh. Me na field epidemiologist, and also I work for Ministry of Health and Sanitation as a surveillance officer.
Wow. So as you get we and now a very focused and like you say a very hardworking person we highly busy. But today I get luck and follow we get another show. So we dey go into the show by having this question. And we dey talk about drug addictions, how people then they get discriminations, they get stigma where they try for recover. The first question is that I want to know how stigma discrimination they affect somebody we don't decide for stop or take drugs and start a new life.
Uh, Thank you again. Of course, we all know the society where we dey right now, ranging from the extensive use of social media, where it can either be the right way or the wrong way, and sometimes how it can affect that society. Away from that, in our society right now, the perception
Sure.
of people about drug business. So now a condition most times where people can don't indulge into them or where they can don't get addicted into them, people can perceive them in different way. And this self also most times can get what you call they can lose self-esteem. Self-esteem now for me able realize say this is now your potential where you get. They can lose out. And okay, you get confidence most times at society level. Then they also fear about what people they judge them about at community level. So often the time you see even we people you don't tend for me to pull them away from the addiction where they can do into where they come na a community. They get a lot of things where it pass around them, ranging from where they able settle within the particular set of people where them not be they within the same category. How other people they take them say, oh, these people are now drug people them and drug people are treated the people where they thief, they take, they're not serious, you know.
They're not go according
You
to
know
what the
they
society
yeah
say,
fine the
the
manners
lawless.
and Sierra Leone a religious a place and often the time based on the religious environments that people that will they we don't get that tradition that mindset about we brothers there we sister there or about drug. If I salon a place where you see whenever you take any of them drugs them where they lead to addiction, people know they take you for anybody in a society, whether you are educated, you are not educated. If you do into drug, people know they take you. If they say you don't get any reasoning power for making you able because people don't know what in drug they do. Of course, when more especially when people don't become addicted with them, when they don't misuse them, they don't become addicted with them. They don't know how it dey really affect people them. So people can really perceive you differently. Then you yourself with yourself, the self-esteem. How am I go? How the people that they take me now?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you dey fear for make them not judge you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand, eh? you dey get that anxiety, you dey isolate yourself from even your family. Why is the family self dey isolate? And that's one of the biggest problem in our society. That fear of how people dey judge me, the anxiety wey they get say, even for get interaction with people we una all belong there before this and the society, forget interaction with them. Majority of people they try for recover from drugs. Even if that person be somebody who is very active, it can be very moderate.
So why you think say people then can tend for judge them instead of them support them for recover from the drugs? Why that one then I common something?
So it's about society acceptance. Um, we not get the awareness not there about for say drug business na serious medical condition we possibly recover from her
It
and
become normal.
normal and go about a normal doings.
You mean majority of we in
We
the society not
society
get that kind concept?
not for say people can recover from drug and become normal people in a society and do very well also na society. So most times when people they can come out, they come, they just if you see once that person don't indulge into drug, you don't become addicted, you recover safe. And they get one slogan we can use either that's right there. In the sorry for you I call it one way about. So they say mad person not they recover.
No
So
matter what you do.
no matter what you do, it just become better for some time. So that's not one of the thing we and drug can lead to madness. So, but even if that person don't get reach to that stage there, he don't recover from that point he don't come. Then they always take and say that person don't get that ability for think. Even from in terms of job, acceptability, societal decision making in the community, all of the things that they can come into play.
Wow, one drugs addictions, not for something we happen, we just happen yesterday or today. Now, for something we don't they happen for quite some years back, even before some of we they born up to now, it still they happen, and we don't they see, of course, just like we they say, people we don't they take and government or other people within a power or we get power, they try very hard for CC they're able for put them a side way then go able for recover back and come back now the society. But yes, still we don't get challenges where people defend are very difficult for accepting. So, but just like what they say, people not to believe say when you don't go through the process, you don't try for recover, you could be that kind correct person back. That's the concept that people don't get. So on that basis, they can tend for rejected as they say. But I also want to know, being that we don't get these issues, of rejections, in which way where you think say family, party them, and communities go able for help people where they recover and for able for regain confidence and build themselves their own life back. Which way they go be supportive to them kind people then they?
Um, we get before this time we get what we call community parenting. We I think we all be the gap up. Even while in primary school, there was a time where they go na school na Konneh. I do something at state. I late I no go school. So I met up one pa, he hold me. He say, what's the whole year? So pass will go na your house inside there. He left in your time, he go back to my house. So he offer that time for like, but now we live in a place where people don't care again on Oma.
Sure.
Everything what you care about now in your personal
Individualism.
individual in your picking and other thing. So one of the things we for try for do is how community will able get a place for get people when are counselors them.
Okay.
You understand, eh? Before this time we dey go school also we get what we call a gardening and counseling. They get a special place in the schools them. Community also they get a religious people there where they offer special talk. So since when the president declare we declare Salo as drug business as an emergency, the government don't dey try so much, other partners they don't dey try. But drug issue for combat drug issue na a multi-sectoral approach. It involve everybody from the 9 ministries them.
No matter who that
The
you be.
who that you be, Muslim, Christian, every other person. Because that motivation, that motivator and they motivate that person way they recover from that drug. When I tell them say this is not the end of life. You understand, eh? This is not the end of life. You can come back and become who that you be. When I accept them in society. You don't understand, eh? When I empower them, when I provide them the basic necessity. In fact, I don't see somebody don't they recover for drug. If we go big people there for money, they say we get that money and drug they will buy back home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't understand, eh?
Sure.
When again that thing that there was also discrimination among the peers. The backbiting discrimination. You see, we if somebody they around their way like nah, you don't dey into drug, they try for recover for come back na society. If we pass na compound, they say una take time more they pass. You know,
I did tell you.
that's psychologically that person they feel no say, oh, I am not supposed to be in this community, and we need them. You know, I can always talk say 75%, approximately 75% of people who suffer from drug addiction, na the youth 18 to 30, 16 or 12 to 35 years. You understand? So we really need community interventions from prayers, ranging from prayers, because sometimes I can also say psychologically or religiously, it gets something for do time. We like offer prayer for people, a society, they get that community counseling, they get even if there is job, we get community what I call. Most time the people that don't say, okay, this person just dey recover, a need for become stable. Maybe that person before this time, he get what they do for getting and too much. So you don't go into that one, and you don't lost trust in yourself. So empower back for come for gain yourself in own self awareness and self esteem or self actualization for men no say, oh, me na that person literally will be this so at this so at this so.
Okay, of course, it clear. Friends, family, the community all need for come together for see say they able for support somebody who want for regain from drugs addiction. Of course, we not too want for the issue is not like we want for cast the blame on the person we don't already be addicted to the drugs. It's about having the support so that the person will be able for regain back and become a better person and supportive or contributor to the society. So on that venture, I also want to know what are the challenges where recovery from drugs users they face for able to find employment, continue their educations and be accepted back in society. Who's kind basic like you mentioned in one of your discussions, say people already get these notions in the medic, for example, the medema already believe say possibly you don't crazy, no matter what you do. What are some of the challenges where you go able to identify? Where normally people we don't recover from drugs, they don't come back, they can able for face apart from what you mentioned.
And challenges are you talking
Yeah,
about?
some of the challenges that they can face for be back their life, like for become a normal person in the society. What are the challenges that they face with community people, with whosoever they're able to interact with?
Uh, I will tell you about one rejection.
Okay,
Rejection are one of the big challenges that they will face
okay,
because people just feel say they can never they no ever contribute again normal to society development.
okay,
Yeah. So the rejection are one. Then two again trust.
okay.
Trust now another big thing where I feel say people who don't they recover from drug addiction or substance use, they face now community trust. How the community just go feel say for whatever we do, the person you know get for again in normal
Be a normal
the
person.
normal person again. The other thing again, the person himself now in I talk about self esteem. Hmm? Then the other thing you want we very common and the fear. We not keep blaming people the most times, but you know people they um, misunderstand for shift away from say drug addiction this for you talk about something for casting blame.
Yeah,
You
sure.
understand? Eh?
Yeah.
There are people we don't go into drug, we don't become addicted. We if they tell you the in previous status, you go surprise.
Mm-hmm.
There are things we can lead to that one day possible. So most time the people that they can get fear for me they even reach out to people for help. So now few of the challenges
Challenges that we can face.
we can
Sure,
really
sure,
face.
sure. So now, one thing we also go on for know on the show. If you be able for change one thing about Sierra Leonean society as of the way then they treat, we don't like most of the way how then they treat people they recover from drugs. In terms of discriminations, in terms of having putting a stigma on these people. Which way where you think so you're able for change so that people where they recover from drugs addiction no go be no go find out that kind difficult. The thing is, I want to know if you can able for change one thing about Sierra Leonean society as a way, the way they treat people when they recover from drugs, what do you think say maybe a most common and we go on for change am?
So we can address drug issue, or commonly we can think drug issue na criminal issue
Okay,
or na moral issue.
okay,
So we've really shift away from letting the day, we recognize as saying a health condition.
okay. Instead
So
of treating it the way we
yeah, as
take
a
them.
criminal, we not for take as a criminal issue or a moral issue. We for take as in a health condition we also can develop and the change from it, because drug is treatable. You don't understand, eh? Person can recover full. They treat somebody from drug issue, they recover full and they come back in society. So for left for increase for left for encourage people then for make them watch at them for from the judgmental part of the what I call, when they left for judge them, say this is not going to recover, this is what I call, this is like criminal, this is like that, like instead of going to another person going to or just facing a medical condition, just like any other medical condition person they get.
Okay.
Wait, but it can be treatable. It can be treatable and the person they recover fully. So now one of the part, the thing way that they forget, we government for no say, man, you know, we they make bylaws about those who are selling the drugs, this sort of thing, but we're not making bylaws about those who are discriminating. The one they do when they take drug, the one that they send them in a community, the one that they provoke them, where they point fingers them. There was a time where I talk now. One of my posts on Facebook, I say the bloggers that they do well, but they are also shifting away from doing their moral. For me to do the real contribution, then also stigmatization they attach to the thing. So imagine, Joanna, you go into drug business, you this society, they go film you about your life. That film circulate on social media. You know the impact they create on that person
A very
for
long time.
generation yet to come. The family, you understand, eh? Then also one of the thing again is I mean they also follow up on some issues again that they use people we don't they recover from drug for go on school sensitization.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you think say that one is not
No, no,
correct?
no. You know, picking can learn from what they see.
But you don't think say now people, if I can get you where people don't recover from drugs, meaning they be sick
They don't,
or
yeah,
not at all okay.
recover,
But you
yeah.
don't think say they want for show a testimony.
So you know they show testimony to picking them. You go do an get to the other side there for people that recover from drug. But when you go to a school, you also tell the picking them for me the 10 for doing again because they say, hey, but wait, that man they don't take drug, you don't recover.
They don't okay. Okay.
So now that aspect, picking the land from what they see or what they tell them. So most times people we can use as who we necessary for more use as people for tell picking them in another one. Now people they in condition then a video film say, you see how this person how they take dog right they you see how the person how they take dog. But somebody that recover from dog, you go put up Jana, you dey primary schools, somebody can assembly. I be not take drug, but I don't recover now well.
That means say you self can also take
So
a man.
if in company that they among, when I copy the way you go very smart, you say, but you don't see what did they talk about say drug bad. Look that man don't take hand, I don't recover back. We can use them in another forum. We say big people that they get to, we say big people that they for tell us say you also can this condition where they we
Because
don't
they already
yeah
in
they
the
with this condition.
conditions. Now I
This
got you.
condition where they if you get treated, you recover like this person and you fit into society.
Okay.
Yeah, so in my own view,
That's
that's
what
why I'm
should be done.
yeah. And from research, I think so that it workable.
Okay.
It workable. If we put it into practice, it will be fine.
Okay. Waiting at drugs addiction. People that go worry they want to know.
Most times drug addiction, I can talk about substance use where I can want to talk about them.
Okay.
Addiction, now where you take something uncontrollably.
Don't get used to it.
Yeah.
That
So
you
most
can't
time
go
people
without it.
can talk about substance use, addiction. You know, say even the energy drinks the way you talk. Now people can become addicted to it. If you not take energy drink for the day, they need sleep.
Sure.
On any should for study. Even if they go do then we this the whole secondary school, or the university, you say they go take cafe, Nescafe.
Mm-hmm.
Nescafe, they go take at the one for sit long for study. So drug addiction, now way somebody they go into drug, way uncontrollable,
Okay.
you know, get any stop, you just dey take them.
So again, what think you normally they push people for going to drugs?
Depression. I can always talk say, there are things where people can go into peer group, influence, depression, family problem, uh, a lot. If I say the count, so ma start with the peer group influence for most of the young brothers that we go into drug. You know, like where we could dey into a circle. You see, I dey measure a drug, a particular drug, and waiting like the tramadol way they in the rampage because for now, the kush they because it's expensive now, so they in the minimum for use. So the tramadol na people they go to now. Where you dey among the peer group, you see, possible take them. They can't tell you experience. This year I don't take them. So told you don't do me. They say we get what you call immune system boost. It don't boost that person immune system for perform a particular function. It can tell you about that particular function. Say you don't become overwhelmed. You go take them. They say you say go take them small. It begin help you in other something where you able to gain strength. You go into them. They become addicted. So if they take one after some time, they take two after some because drug addiction it start from one drug or any other thing where you become addicted. It start from one, but you go two. So they begin take an uncontrollably, you don't become addicted to them. If you not do them, you know the sleep. If you not do them, you know the rest. So no matter what I talk to you about that particular thing there. If there are some people where they move where they want to move away to that thing, they become sick. They're sick.
Mm-hmm.
Depression, I talk about. There are people who get personal issues where they monitor them. So the facing no more, the only way we like it get away from that issue is about getting something where they shift away. And that's what the work they do. The work they shift your mindset away from critical thinking.
Within a certain period.
That's a period of time. But I can tell people that say you problem and you problem. So now that's they make because even if you go drink alcohol, you drink an excessive one, you later you sleep, or you go drink Jamado, you will become like Kobashi, no my back, you still get to recover about that today. So you have to own your problem and find solution to us. So that is how drug addiction can start. We possibly think also it's a family problem. Somebody get issue with family isolate them. You say, well, these people they don't like me. You say, my mama and papa don't do things for them. Then suddenly things change. Or within a working environment, if they get a very good job after success some time, they get job again, get this other thing. So for make it you don't strategize, see, make a think about waiting I will come up with and see waiting I mean weakness them. Which I be don't go wrong. How I go again this other thing again. So if you say no, the only solution for going to drug.
Wow. This is not a very good lucky moment for we now the Hungbe outside show. Forget you now the show because your knowledge don't be a very big one where people go tap on for see say these issues of having people where they recover from drugs addictions because for quite along the line we don't get the issues of drugs addictions and people don't they recover. But these people don't they get a lot of stigmas, they don't get a lot of discriminations from friends, family, relative, and even the community where they find themselves. So if you there today they talk on the show, we appreciate you and
One of the things again we have the watch out. Are they part of the in my own way? Would they contribute greatly for more especially for reintegration, rehabilitation of people with the into drug issue. Rehabilitation get phases. For reintegrate that person, they get a lot of things we're going to. So we even talk about fear in this. So to me, even with the government take a very good intervention for get rehabilitation centers, then what is happening in that rehabilitation centers? Are they professionals? Are they social workers? Because reintegration, we now get background in social work, get a lot to do with somebody back with the kind of society. How that person for gain, I be talk about trust,
behavior change
behavior change modern, how they come back for come fit in the society. Are they doing those things for the one day they recover? they are not, maybe they are doing it, but they are not doing it to that status where it go fit for me. And watch, if I could tell you, watch at many reintegration,
Rehabilitation
rehabilitation
center.
centers across the provinces. So the focus mainly for government and other agencies there is in the Freetown, Western area, Freetown, within that close by. What are the provinces? I mean,
Maybe they dey look. You don't think so? They look at the rate at which way they happen.
you can look at the rates, but you can also decentralize.
Mm.
Decentralization are one of the things that are there. So there are most of the people that they integrate now they are coming back to the provinces. So then I think now Kenema, Bo, McKinney, I did a bit of
But
them.
people are looking at it as an attitude where normally most like can start at the western parts. Like it can start more at the capital.
Now the population day.
Then the adoption of a common
Now
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 from.
the population day. Now the everything they happen. Freetown is the over 40% of we country population hub within Freetown, over 30%. So whatever the start day, why many people they come for make them because we start it escalate quick.
Okay.
If you talk about ghetto stem, talk about hub, talk about slum areas, the way they do their parties today, they do over 60 to 70% at the western area. But what's at the watch at? Now we rehabilitation a reintegration of we I be watch one video where they reintegrate people that I like it so much. So if they can do it at subway in those the other part of the thing there because then people they imagine after they doing that process for recover, you have to do tell them can teach the skills or tell them what they for know for me they will forget about what they not pass through to their life. But I don't want to measure a particular rehabilitation center because of what I call. But I can tell you in the provinces, even with the one that will manage rehabilitation centers, are not professionals.
And that may mean a lot.
We get the stories that will come up a lot about even what that they do with the people that within that rehabilitation centers.
Wow.
You know, you are changing positive mindset. You know a social worker, you know what I call it, you know what it mean for change somebody change.
Mm-hmm. It take a whole
They
process.
take a whole
Whole
process.
phase.
So we get a lot for do.
So on this idea of drugs addiction, rehabilitation, having stigma, discrimination with the society, friends, and everything, discussing around this topic, what think will be your last statement to people out there?
So at the start time with community, we have to accept say we have to accept the reality say drug abuse na a treatable condition where somebody they recover fully and they can. Then to we government, uh, make we get social workers them. Drug addiction, maybe like it surprise you that even within the office setting, there are people where they're not just gonna state it, but it also increase performance rate into we people who they work in our offices on the other side. So we forget social workers them, a different line ministries what I call they did. They also get for the talk with people there. The school system and they talk about that. They
So
we for increase the counseling for the
having a school management committee.
committee we get background in counseling for the organ other related activities. Then to the healthcare setting, made a train with healthcare professionals how they go handle drug addict people them, more especially when they into the recover. You are not only recovery from the wounds, the other thing with the day too. So not to that one, no more they go into. It's the psychotherapy also get a lot for the youth. You understand? Eh? So we religious people them, but we continue for pray and continue for give advice. You know, these are trusted people in community. The religious people, the politicians. You know, that one of the good thing that we help Salon. The drug issue was I don't know, but was not politicized. Everybody take like on, which is why we able to see some
Minimal
result in
reduction.
reduction in achieving the issues. Them.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kai Samba. Today's discussion remind we that for recover from drugs, not to only about for stop drugs use, but also now forgive people where they into am already the chance and dignity for able for comeback and be who that they may be, no matter who that's or how deep they don't go into the drugs addiction. Anyhow it be, one of we can able for reduce the stigma. And that make it happen where we decide for choose understanding over judgment and support also over rejection. No matter who side you dey, no matter who that you be, you can able for play role when it come to the issues of accepting people who already don't dey into drugs. For quite sometimes we don't dey get issues of drugs addiction, people who don't dey into drugs serious one. So we want for see say there are people who don't dey recover. Let we accept these people and see say they will for become a better people in our society. So we appreciate you. This is Hungbe-The All Side Show. Me where they bring the show to you and name Moi the boy. You find me on every social media platform. And today we happy for get we brother and the show. Tata and we continue again some other time, some other moment. Same show. Don't forget for like, share, and comment. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Kaisama.
Thank you
We
so
appreciate
much.
you so much for the brief time.
Yeah,
And
thank
we
you.
go hope for get more discussion around this
We
and
we
see
get
how
a
best
we
we get more preparations because this was more hasty. You
yeah
get a
yeah
lot of things on the table,
yeah.
and I hope and pray that
We'll get more discussions
yes,
with
along
time
the
on
line.
other
By God,
health